Hi, my name is Diana Dalbotten, and I'm the Director of Diversity for the St. Anthony Falls Laboratory at the University of Minnesota. I'm also the co-lead for the FEDEI Working Group, and I'm here to tell you about some conversations on data and diversity that took place during 2020 and 2021 and were hosted by the FE Working Group. We had individuals from minority serving and other institutions who were invited to be on the panels. The events were very well attended, and the goal for our conversations were to support better DEI and FE, and also to build a larger community of participants for our DEI working group. We hosted 4 different working groups from November of 2020 to March of 2021, and I'm going to tell you a little about each of these. The first one in November of 2020, our panel of distinguished speakers was Antoinette Abeda, who's at the University of New Mexico Gallup, Niavita Bueno-Watts, who is at Humboldt State University, and John Zobitz, a professor at Augsburg University in Minnesota. These faculty gave us many insights into how better to support their students to thrive in a data and computer heavy setting. The main things they talked about were providing program leaders who better understand the limitations that their students face in terms of money, time, responsibilities, language barriers, and others. A need to understand, for the students to be able to understand how data and research apply to their lives, their communities, and their interests, and also a better opportunity for students to access high quality courses, research opportunities, and learning materials and the like. Our second panel took place in January of 2021, and we talked about what culturally competent data science training looks like. And we had 3 speakers, Tracy Biebelnix, who is from the University of Minnesota Duluth, Carrie Diaz-Eaton, who's at Bates College, and Christian Trujillo, an undergraduate at Humboldt State University. The discussions that we had were very interesting and mostly revolved around how students can actually be very motivated to participate in data science when they talk frankly about how data can be used for them or against them, how it's sometimes biased, skewed, or used in non-ethical ways. And this often interests students very much and gets them involved in wanting to know more about data science and how data is used and abused. We also had Christian talk to us about a student organization, Ciencia para Todos, which means Science for All. It's a campus organization that he has started that supports the development of bilingual science resources to help Spanish students to better, or Spanish-speaking students to better understand what science is all about and get more interested in science. The next panel that we had was in February of 2021, and it brought together our panel to talk about how 4-year data-driven institutions and programs can better support students transferring from community colleges. We had a nice spectrum of speakers. Carolyn is a first-generation student who has actually gone through the transfer process very successfully and is now a graduate student. We had Courtney Kowalczak, who's the director of the Environmental Institute at Fond du Lac, and she works on supporting student transfers in STEM from her program into university programs. And Julie Maxon at Metropolitan State University has been involved with statewide efforts to create better transfer pathways into universities for community college students. One of the main takeaways that we learned from this panel was that there's a wide need for community colleges and universities to spend time meeting with and talking with one another so they can better understand what the specific challenges are for each of their institutions and how they can overcome them to support students more successfully. And our final program was in March of 2021, and we had a panel who were looking at what online tools and resources there are out there that can work to support learning and teaching. And we had Amelia Dalbotten, Kaylin Carey, and Sam Donovan speak with us, and they pointed out many, many different resources and opportunities there are for students to learn about online tools, and that faculty can also access them for using in their courses. Some of these are available on the FE website, and I've put the address there. But the key really is getting these resources into the hands of people who work with the underrepresented students. And that's one of the challenges that I think the FE Diversity Committee is working on as we go forward into the next year. I hope we have more of these panels next year. I think we will. And I invite you to join us and to learn more. You can also watch any of these presentations on the FE website, and I've put the address here. Thank you very much for your time. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you. Bye.